Hey there, and welcome. Today, we're going to do something a little different. We're going to architect your entire financial future, but we're going to make it simple. How? By using a really powerful metaphor, thinking of your finances as a house that you're building, one solid piece at a time.
So, let me ask you something straight up. Is your financial house built to withstand a storm? Or, if you're being honest, are there maybe a few cracks in the foundation? Don't worry, because by the end of this, you'll know exactly what to do next.
You might be wondering, why a house? What's the big deal with this metaphor? Well, it's simple. It brings order to something that can feel totally chaotic. It gives you a clear step-by-step plan. You have to lay the foundation before you put up the walls, right? It's the same with money.
So, here's the game plan, our blueprint, if you will. We'll start with the most critical part, the foundation and frame. Then we'll build the walls and put on the roof. After that, we get to secure and furnish the inside. And finally, we'll talk about the ongoing maintenance that keeps your house standing strong for life.
All right, let's get to work. Phase 1, the foundation and frame. And I really want to stress this. These first steps are absolutely non-negotiable. Just like with a real building, if you mess this part up, the entire structure is at risk. This is where all your stability comes from.
First things first, we've got two critical jobs to do. Step 1 is laying the foundation, which means protecting your income. Think of that as the solid concrete slab everything else rests on. Step 2 is framing the structure, and that means getting rid of debt, which can weaken the house before you've even really started building.
Okay, let's pause here for a second, because this is so important. Your ability to get up every day and earn a paycheck, that is your single most valuable financial asset. Period. Nothing else works without it. So income protection is all about shielding that asset from life's unexpected curveballs.
So what materials do we need for this foundation? Well, there are two big ones. Term life insurance is there to make sure that if the worst happens, the people who rely on you are financially okay. And disability insurance is just as crucial. If you get sick or hurt and can't work, it steps in to replace your paycheck.
Now that the foundation is poured, let's talk about the frame. And this is where we have to deal with debt. I want you to think of high-interest debt, like credit cards, as termites eating away at the wooden frame of your house. It silently undermines your financial strength, making the whole thing unstable.
So, how do you get rid of those termites and fix the frame? Well, you've basically got two popular strategies. The snowball method is awesome for motivation. You pay off your smallest debts first, and each win gives you momentum. The avalanche method is the most efficient from a math perspective. You target the debts with the highest interest rates first, which saves you the most money over time. Honestly, the best one is the one you'll actually stick with.
Okay, the foundation is solid, the frame is strong. Now it's time for phase 2, putting up the walls and getting a roof over our heads. This is all about creating shelter, protecting you from whatever financial storms might be brewing on the horizon.
So what are these walls made of? They're built with the bricks of consistent saving and investing. And the roof, the thing that's going to protect you from a market downpour, that's all about smart diversification. Let's dig into what that actually looks like.
All right, look at this number on your screen. 3 to 6 months. Seems simple, right? But this number, this is a total game changer in personal finance. But what's it all about?
This is your emergency fund. These are the thick, sturdy walls of your financial house. Having 3 to 6 months of your essential living expenses saved up in an easy-to-access account means a sudden job loss or a surprise medical bill is just a bad weather day, not a catastrophe that knocks the whole house down.
And look, I know building these walls can sound daunting, but it doesn't have to be. You just lay one brick at a time. The easiest way to start is to automate your savings. Make it a bill you pay to yourself first. Then slowly try to increase that amount. And of course, start putting money into retirement accounts and just begin to learn the basics of investing. Every little bit counts.
Okay, the walls are up. Now for the roof. Diversification, it's a fancy word for a really simple idea. Don't put all your eggs in one basket. By spreading your investments across different things, like stocks, bonds, maybe some real estate, you lower your overall risk. So if one area has a bad year, the others can help keep you sheltered. And just like that, the main structure is up. We're moving into phase 3, which is all about securing and furnishing. This is where we put the locks on the doors and windows, and we start to make this house a comfortable home that's actually designed for your life.
So first, we're going to install a top-notch security system, and I'm talking about your legal protections. Then, we'll get to the fun part, furnishing the place, by making smart decisions about big purchases and making sure your finances are set up to be as tax-efficient as possible.
You know, securing your house isn't just about putting a deadbolt on the front door. It's so much more. It's having a will or a trust so you decide where your assets go. It's naming a power of attorney, someone you trust to handle things if you can't. It's making sure your beneficiaries on all your accounts are up to date. And yeah, it's keeping an eye on your credit. These are the locks on all your financial doors and windows.
All right, time to furnish this place and make it feel like home. This is all about being smart and strategic. It means planning way ahead for those big purchases, like a car or a house, so you can pay for them without going into debt. It also means using all the tools at your disposal, like maxing out your 401k or IRA contributions to get some sweet tax advantages.
And finally, our house is built. It's beautiful, it's secure, but the work isn't quite done. We're now at phase 4, ongoing home maintenance. Because let's face it, building a house is a huge achievement, but keeping it in great shape for years and years, that takes continuous care.
This is my favorite part because this is where you turn your financial house into your financial home. It's about personalizing it to match your dreams. What do you actually want your money to do for you? Is it travel? Supporting a hobby? Giving back? You need to set clear, specific goals, smart goals, and make sure you track your progress. And hey, don't forget to celebrate the wins along the way.
And just like you'd check the smoke detectors or clean the gutters on a real house, your financial house needs a regular checkup. That means staying curious and continuing to learn. It means looking at your whole plan at least once a year to make sure it still makes sense for your life. And maybe it means getting a pro to come in for a checkup once in a while. Good maintenance is what makes a house last a lifetime.
I want to leave you with this thought because it really gets to the heart of everything we've talked about today. Every single step you take to build this house, from the very first brick in the foundation to the annual checkups, isn't just about dollars and cents. It's a direct investment in yourself, in your freedom, and in your future.
So we've gone through the entire blueprint, from the foundation to the roof and everything in between. Now the only question that matters is the one for you. Looking at your own financial house right now, what is the very next brick you're going to lay? Are you going to set up that automatic savings transfer? Make a plan to tackle that one credit card? Whatever it is, the most important step you can ever take is the next one.